Welcome to another Explainer. Today, we're literally cracking open the science and history behind one of nature's most, well, bizarre superfoods. If you've ever wandered through a tropical market and spotted something that looked way less like a fruit and a lot more like a fossilized bocce ball, yeah, you've probably just met our subject for today, the wood apple. So, what exactly is this thing? It looks like a literal block of wood, right? It's got this tough, practically impenetrable exterior. But, and here's the crazy part, it hides this incredibly fragrant, highly nutritious secret inside that actually tastes like sweet and sour candy. No joke. It totally messes with our perception of what fresh produce should look like, but man, the payoff for getting past that shell, it is massive. All right, here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll meet the wood apple, then look at why it's a nutritional powerhouse, explore its systemic health benefits, trace its ancient roots and modern applications, and finally, go over some absolutely crucial safety considerations. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Meet the wood apple. A quick introduction. Okay, so scientifically, it's called Limonia acidissima, but let's be real. You'll usually hear it called Bael or the elephant apple. It's native to the Indian subcontinent. When you finally break open that hard, woody shell, and yes, you literally might need to grab a hammer from the garage to do this, you are greeted by this tangy, super aromatic pulp. The flavor is wild. It's this unique mashup of sweet, sour, and a little astringent, with a kind of gritty texture. Traditional diets have valued this for centuries, and as we're going to see, for incredibly good reasons. Moving to Section 2, a nutritional powerhouse. Time to crack open the shell. Let's start with a really powerful number here, 38. That is the wood apple's glycemic index. Now, in the nutrition world, this impressively low number is a huge deal. It means the wood apple gives you a slow, steady rise in blood sugar instead of that awful sudden spike. And because its rich fiber content slows down how fast sugars hit your bloodstream, it actually improves insulin sensitivity. So under medical guidance, this thing is an absolutely stellar dietary aid for diabetes management. Now looking under the hood at just a 100-gram serving, you're only spending about 78 calories, but look at the massive payload you're getting back. Over 5 grams of dietary fiber for your gut, nearly 56 milligrams of calcium to keep your bones strong, and a whopping 347 milligrams of potassium. Talk about bang for your buck. It's just an incredibly efficient, nutrient-dense food, giving you high-impact vitamins and minerals without racking up the calorie count. Section 3. Systemic health benefits, or what it does for your body. When it comes to your heart, the wood apple is a total dual threat. On one side, it's using all that potassium we just talked about to balance out your sodium levels, which keeps your blood pressure in check. And on the flip side, that rich fiber is actively going in and sweeping out LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. When you put those two together, this combo effectively lowers your risk of atherosclerosis and heart disease. It's just holistic cardiovascular protection at its finest. You can really think of this fruit as a literal shield for your immune and respiratory systems. It is absolutely loaded with vitamin C to kick your white blood cell production into high gear, and it packs some serious antimicrobial properties to fight off harmful gut bacteria. But wait, it goes beyond general immunity. It actually acts as a natural expectorant to help clear out mucus, and it uses anti-inflammatory agents to soothe rough respiratory conditions like asthma and bronchitis. Quick side note though, obviously this is meant to naturally support, not totally replace your prescribed medical treatments. And check this out, it literally works from the inside out. Deep inside, the compounds in the wood apple are protecting your liver from oxidative stress. It flushes out harmful toxins and genuinely promotes the regeneration of liver cells. But at the exact same time, those antioxidants and that high vitamin C are putting in work on your exterior. They aid in collagen production, which helps maintain youthful elasticity, reduces wrinkles, and keeps your skin looking clear and glowing. Section 4. Ancient Roots, Modern Applications. Taking it from Ayurveda right to your kitchen. It really is fascinating how ancient holistic practices figured out its power centuries ago. In Ayurveda, this fruit, along with its leaves and roots, has been a major go-to remedy for treating really tough digestive issues like dysentery. But here is what's super unique. It's also highly valued for its uterine stimulant properties. It's believed to help balance hormones, regulate the menstrual cycle, and just deeply support overall reproductive health. Pretty amazing, right? So how do we bring this ancient superfood into our modern kitchens? Well, you've got to try making a tangy, sweet and sour wood apple chutney. It's actually surprisingly easy. Step 1. Crack that shell open and scoop out the pulp. Next, just melt some jaggery, sugar, and water in a pan to make a nice syrup. Then you mix in the pulp along with dry spices, think roasted cumin, and some fresh ginger. Top the whole thing with fresh coriander. Oh, and pro tip, for an incredibly cool, rustic presentation, serve the finished chutney right back inside that cleaned out wooden shell. All right, Section 5, important safety considerations. Remember, moderation is key. Now, we always want to keep things grounded and objective in these explainers. As amazing as it is, the wood apple is a dietary supplement, okay? Not a magic cure. Actually, if you go overboard and eat way too much of it, you can reverse those awesome benefits. Whenever you're incorporating new, highly potent foods into your routine, you absolutely have to do it in moderation. And please, keep your doctor in the loop, especially if you're already managing chronic conditions. Let's quickly run through the specifics. First up, just keep an eye out for allergic reactions like itching, rashes, or swelling, especially if it's your first time trying it. Also, because it is so incredibly good at lowering your blood sugar, it can actually cause hypoglycemia, or it might interact poorly with diabetes meds if you aren't monitoring your levels. Furthermore, going wild on that dense fiber can cause some serious bloating and stomach discomfort. And finally, because of its crazy high mineral content, overdoing it could put unnecessary strain on your kidneys if you're susceptible to that kind of thing. I love this quote here. Embracing natural remedies and holistic approaches to health can contribute to overall well-being and a deeper connection with nature's offerings. I think that just perfectly captures our whole journey today. It reminds us that returning to nature's complex, kind of hidden treasures can do wonders for our modern health, as long as we understand and respect them. Well, I really hope this explainer leaves you inspired to look at the produce aisle just a little bit differently. Next time you spot something totally unfamiliar with a tough, weird exterior, remember the wood apple. And it really begs the question, how are you going to incorporate ancient superfoods like this into your modern diet? Are you brave enough to crack open the shell and discover what incredible benefits might be hiding just beneath the surface?